once again to the White Flag Podcast. My name is Joe McNeil, and with me is the worn but not worn out Scott Andrews.
That's right.
Also joining us today is Michael Brinker from Worn Wanderers, this wonderful game that we're going to talk about today, or he's going to talk about. We're going to ask some questions. It's probably more appropriate.
How's it going?
But yeah, look at these wonderful enamel pins. They're amazing looking. There's a bunch of different treatments there. I'm going to let you just take a crack at it. What do we have here? What are we looking at?
So we made our first game, which is Worn Wanderers. It is a pin-based trading card game. So it's an entire game that you wear on your lanyard, your backpack, wherever you like to equip it.
And you actually have a couple lanyards. Can you show the people what that looks like?
Yeah.
So these are our lanyards when we have them equipped. These only have 2 pins on them. A full team will have up to 6 pins, like a full tournament team. But in this case, we have our starter sets come with 2 pins per, and they are pre-built, ready to go out of the box. And each of these pins has cards that hang behind them, and the cards are actually cards that you customize and equip and build for each of your characters so that you're allowed to attack and defend with your characters against other players. The basics of our game is that each of our pins has color pips on the bottom, and the color pips tell you what color cards you're allowed to equip. So in this case, this character has a purple, 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 black, and I have chosen to equip a purple, purple, black to that character, so I could swap this to another purple, or I could swap either of these to a black. But most important is they have a level 1, 2, and 3 inside their colors, denoted by these notches on the bottom of the cards. And then on your turn, you attack from one of your pins into one of your opponents. So like if I had a 6 to their 5 defense, I'm going to cause them a wound, and their 12 to my 8 is going to cause a wound back. Whenever you take a wound, you take that card and you rotate it, reveal the next one down. And then once you've been wounded 3 times, that pin's defeated and they drop their loot on the ground. So that's the general basics, but we have all kinds of keywords and mechanics which we'll discuss in a moment.
So it's simultaneous damage.
Yes, simultaneous damage, and it's not persistent damage, so it's magic damage. It wears off at the end of the turn.
Gotcha.
So with like Gen Con coming up and all the other stuff going on where you got to stand around in line, if you and your buddies have these pins, you guys can actually play the game standing in line. You don't have to awkwardly sit on the ground and try and deal out a deck of cards without, somebody stepping on them or stepping on you.
Yep.
The enamel pins, I mean, everybody loves enamel pins.
I know Scott
you guys can see he's got a whole stack of them right here.
Yep.
Gorgeous artwork.
So our artist Parker Simpson did an amazing job. So this is our sample board. This shows you all the color treatments, which we'll get a zoom in of these for everyone to see. Has all of the different color treatments of all the different characters that you can get inside of our booster packs. And then these are a sample of all of our characters that are able to just come out of the booster packs. And then on our second page, we have all of our starter pins and then all of our promo pins. So this is a comprehensive guide of all of the stuff that we currently have available.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's see this guy. He's all gold.
Yeah, there's some, and we have some great that are multi-layered pins where there's 2 layers of metal on them. We have a bunch of really cool stuff going on. Mechanically, our game plays pretty quick. Matches are 5 to 10 minutes, and like you said, it's wonderful for being in line. It's also great because you're wearing your board and advertising you're ready to play. So you're walking around the convention and you see somebody else wearing pins, and you can have a match on the go in the moment.
Awesome. And you said you've got 6 starters.
Yep.
If you want to hold one of those up and kind of talk about what comes in the starter boxes.
So starters are $20, and they have everything a player needs to play out of the box. So you get 2 enamel pins. They have pre-built cards on them ready to go. And then in the back of the box, there's actually more cards and more loot cards so you can do some deck building and swapping some cards around. Our starters are set up so they're very balanced against each other. They're not super powerful in the meta as a whole. They're a good entry point. But that's more or less what people end up starting with. And then once you've bought a couple starters, most people move on to our boosters, which come in a nice little small box, and they have a wonderful opening appeal. Through the mist, a figure approaches. Mad Jester Lisher wishes to join your party. And so in here, you're going to get 1 pin and extra cards. You get 7 cards inside the booster as well. And then when you open these up, you have a chance to get any different color rarities of the characters. So any character can show up in any of these color treatments, from the black nickel all the way up to the gold, and foil in each of them as well.
That's awesome. You guys also sell these not really play mats. They are play mats.
Yep.
They're neoprene mats. They're really nice. They're stitched on the edges. Like here, you can use it to display your pins, or you could use it to sort all your cards and stuff on.
Yep.
These are only 11. So, what was the impetus to this game? Were you guys just bored in line one day, looking at each other's pins, or?
So the creation story of the game is that my friend Dennis, who is the co-creator of the game, when we were in college together, we actually ended up working at Gen Con as volunteers, as we've been doing for 15 years now. And so I got him started doing the convention circuit, and then he, after doing conventions for many years, went down to Disney, fell in love with pin collecting, and after doing pin collecting, he was sitting there with a business card and a pin, and he was just spinning it, and he was like, that's how you can get cards to fit on pins. And that led to the creation of this whole game, was just casually fiddling with something and going, oh, this actually works. And it took a lot of time and effort to get to where we are now, because getting the cards designed, so our cards are made out of PVC, so they're flexible, they're not paper, they're waterproof, you can't rip these things, you really have to try to damage them. It took a bunch of design and production effort to get to where we are. But now that we're here, we're super excited to finally see people wearing it. We have a very devoted player base that's growing very quickly, and every show we go to, we add players everywhere, and we have new shops picking up and carrying our product.
Yeah, that's awesome. I just love the fact you said the starters are $20 MSRP.
Yep.
I mean, you can't buy a single pin for $20. Like Disney pins are
Yeah.
$25-$30 now for a pin. And even at like Gen Con, most of the pin
Even
training
like
stuff
gamer
is,
mats or Foam Brain or anything, they're like $13-15 each.
Getting 2 pins for $20 is amazing.
cards
And
and
even
all
our boosters being at 15 and getting 1 pin and getting the randomized and
Right.
the chance to get the rarity. Something else that we also really focus on is we appreciate, we're old card gamers ourselves. We've been doing this for many, many years. And we don't like the making things super exclusive. So in our game, the rarity is actually the treatment on the pin. It's not the character itself. So our characters have equal distribution to appear. Our cards have equal distribution to appear. It's
that.
trying to make sure that we're being respectful to the players.
Right,
We're not making it that you're chasing
so there's
after
not some super rare busted
Exactly.
character that if
Exactly.
you happen to pull, you're going to dominate.
Everyone has the fair approach to everything. It's about making the meta healthy.
Yeah. I want to speak to the quality of this. It's a note to the artist that it looks like he has designed this to make sure that when it gets on an enamel pin, it really pops and it's clear. Like, these are very detailed, very well. Like he said, we're going to take a picture, I'll put it in there, make sure it's zoomed in. But just the detail is fantastic. I've seen some bad enamel pens. I'm sure we all have. But these are top notch. And the PVC cards, the fact that you can't spin the card the one way, it goes the other way only.
So one of the nice things that we did is our cards have a groove on the back that actually makes it so when you rotate the card around, it'll move all the way in place, and then it locks in place and it won't go any farther. So you don't have to worry about it's not just friction fit. So when you're walking around, your board state actually doesn't change on you.
That's awesome.
So it's very good. It's very important. We found out through lots of playtesting was having anything shift completely derails the game. So
Yeah. The packaging is great, the art is great, everything. Like, I really like the product. I know Scott really liked the product. He's a way bigger enamel pen fan than I am. But this is pretty awesome, and I want to start doing some stuff here at the shop with it. We're going to get some of this stuff in, so please buy a lot of it. I think all of us at this table would really appreciate you buying a lot of it.
For sure.
And wearing it around. But yeah, I would love to see a lot of this at Gen Con, like people wearing it around. Are you there in an official capacity this year?
We are doing a booth share with our friends of Unfazed Games.
Okay.
So our booth,
Do you happen to remember the number?
2339.
Go to that back wall.
I may have to correct that, but it's on the. I know it's the back wall.
We'll check as we're editing and make sure that's correct.
I'm in the Unfazed Games booth, and we'll be selling our product there, and then we also have 19 different events that we're doing. So we're doing
awesome.
learn to plays, we're doing trading sessions, we have a tournament, and we have a couple pick up and go sessions that we're doing a co-sponsorship with Fight in the Sky Games over in the stadium.
Oh, awesome.
So we have a bunch of different events going on. We also are going to have our raid boss walking around. So one of the things we love to do at conventions is we have somebody who has a backpack, has a huge banner on that says raid boss, and you challenge the raid boss with your pins as you're walking around. And if you win, you get a promo.
That's cool.
And if you lose, you get more of the cards. So you can do more deck building and design stuff. So even just finding the raid boss and challenging them is something fun to do.
That's awesome.
We
I
have
know what I'm doing at Gen Con. I gotta find this guy.
we have a ton of our some previous players that we've had from previous shows are volunteering and walking walking around and doing events with us, and so we'll be all over the place, and we're going to make this game amazing and huge.
I'm going to find the raid boss and tackle him.
Do it. It's probably going to be Dennis and Chap. So
Next week, I will be hosting the podcast alone because Joe will be in
Escorted
prison.
out of Gen Con for tackling him. Like, raid boss!
Another awesome thing that our shop has that others don't is Mike is actually local. So we're hoping to get him in here and maybe do some events in store. I love pens. I have pens in my office. I have pens in my office in my day job. And what an awesome way to display your pens, but also get more use out of your pens.
Exactly.
I see all these cool characters. Is there lore someplace?
So every one of our characters comes with a lore card. So in the booster boxes or the starter sets, you'll get 2 of them. In the boosters, you'll get a single one, and it has the full art of the character and then has a whole lore of the character on the back of each one of them as well.
That is awesome.
And one of the fun things that we did in our first Kickstarter, so we have an upcoming Kickstarter that'll be at the end of August. One of the things that we did for our first Kickstarter was we let some of our community members, if they wanted to buy that tier, put their characters in the game.
Oh, cool.
And so we're doing that once again in the second Kickstarter, where there's community-made characters that actually work with our design team, work with the artists, flesh their character out, and then they end up with pins of their characters.
That's
as well.
cool. That is really cool.
Yep.
So, Michael, we've talked very briefly. You have done some kind of promotional work with other shops before,
Yep.
and getting some of that done. And it occurred to me that we have never named the dude that's holding the white flag on our logo. And he's been a werewolf. He's been a knight.
He's been an
He's
astronaut.
been an astronaut. So we need a name for this guy. We're gonna maybe hold a contest, or if someone just has a really good idea for one, that would be cool. Just come in and let us know, or post in those comments below. I hate saying stuff like that because
Like
I'm
and subscribe.
not that guy.
Hit the bell. Is that
hit
still a
that-
thing?
Hit that bell. What's that?
Is that still a thing? Hitting the bell?
I think so. Attack the bell. Something.
We're really good at doing
Yeah. We're
Online
older
stuff.
and we don't care.
We're social media people, I promise.
Right. But that being said, we'd love to get in and get our dude, our flag bearer, whoever he is, in the game in some way. But he'll probably need a name, so
That'd be awesome.
I would assume. So, will you have a retailer pledge for your upcoming Kickstarter?
So we'll have a retailer pledge for carrying our product. I don't know if it'll be for making a character yet.
Okay.
But there always is the possibility, like we'll work with whoever is interested.
Okay.
We have a bunch of really fun things that we're coming up with and trying to do things like that
Yeah.
are super secret right now.
I just think it'd be cool.
Oh, yeah.
And anybody who's had a really favorite D&D character, this would be a really great opportunity to immortalize them in another game.
So actually, fun fact with the co-creator, this is one of his D&D characters.
Yeah, there you go.
Naomi's actually one that he had
Perfect.
played for many years, and he wanted to immortalize that character.
Yeah, what a great concept! What a fantastic package! Like, we're super excited to sell it, to host the events and stuff. It's great that you're local.
Yep.
That helps too. But honestly, even if you lived like 500 million miles away, this would still be a product that we would really love and really push. So, can we see some examples of gameplay?
Sure.
Would that be
So the easiest way to do this is put on a lanyard.
Yeah. You want
Go
to
for
fight?
it.
Like to play.
It'd probably be better for the camera if it's on you.
Okay.
Okay.
Man,
Would you like
now
to
I'm
play?
taking this. No,
Sure.
here. Yeah.
I'll play him.
There we go. I have this. Oh, hang on. We need to trade because this person is called the Serial Quiller.
Okay.
So you need that one, I think.
Okay. Listen, if I win, I'm naming the white flag guy Farty Stinkerbottom.
The Farty
Oh
Stink Bomb.
no. So
We don't care about brand at all here at Wi-Fi.
So the basics of a turn is you come across another player that is in the field wherever you are.
Okay.
And you would like to you pick who goes first randomly. So I'll let you guys decide who'd like to go first.
Youngest.
That would be you.
Ha ha!
So on your turn, you're going to pick one of your 2 characters to attack directly to one of his 2 characters. Now, in our case, I'm going to show you some cool keywords. So this character has on the defense evasive. So what that means is when this character is defending, if the parity of the attack is the same, so say that you have a 10 attack and he has an 8 defense and they're both even, he's going to dodge. So the parity
So
is
I would
important.
need to attack him with an odd.
With an odd number in order to do
Okay.
it. And this character has poison on the defense, so if he were to swing in and hit this character, no matter what damage here, it's a crit hit, it's guaranteed to kill that card.
Okay.
So those
cool.
are the 2 keywords that are up and about right now, so you get to go first.
All right. I'm gonna have Shifty Ray.
Okay.
Attack.
This is Wilhelm Rex, and this is Lich Baron Noya.
All right, Shifty Ray is going to attack your Lich.
Okay?
So in this case, we have 10 damage going against 5.
Yep.
That's going to cause a wound. And on the counterattack, 12 is going to hit the 7. That's also going to cause a wound. So both of you are going to rotate your card.
Now, is it always just a 90 degree, or does it matter?
So you want to go 270
All the way?
degrees so it locks in place.
There we go. Okay.
And so now, in this case, you have evasive on the attack. So when you're attacking, it's the exact same thing, except in this case, it is when you're attacking, it triggers. This one doesn't have any keywords up right now.
Okay. Well, I'm going to punch you back, jerk.
Okay.
All right.
Who are you attacking with?
Lich Baron Noya did not like what you just did to him, so he's going to attack
Okay.
him back.
So in this case, when you attack back, he does 12. That's going to cause a wound. The 13, though, is against the defensive 9. That is also going to cause a wound, so you're both going to take a hit.
Okay.
Rotate the next one down. And
activated my
we have a new keyword appearing. So you attacked out, right?
Yep.
So this says when this is revealed on the attack, you get to make a second attack action
Oh, it's
because
over.
you revealed an attack.
It's over, jerk.
But I have chance and combo.
Cancel. So you have combo on the
Oh,
defense.
cancel.
So
What is it? I'm reading upside down.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to attack with the trap.
All right. Yeah, the trap is going to actually be sprung on the guy who was trying to poison me, the serial quiller.
Okay.
He snuck up, and I'm like, no, that's not going to happen.
So you're doing 13 to his 4, and he's doing 8 to your 9, but because he has defensive cancel, both of you are going to take a wound, or he has defensive poison, both of you are going to take a wound.
Okay, so even though poison means even though I
Right.
Okay.
Because you didn't have enough defense
There we
value,
go.
but it was able to.
Uh-oh.
And in this case, unfortunately, he has revealed his loot and he has lost his game because in a 2-pin game, it's once loot's revealed, the game is over.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's awesome.
So matches are really quick on
I
2
probably
pins.
should have checked that out. Where's the loot hidden?
On a 2-pin game, it is really quick because you're going to go until loot's revealed. In a 4-pin game, which is what most people are playing, you're playing until 8 loot is revealed total. So there's also a mechanic of how there's a mind game of hiding your loot, where you have to have a certain amount of loot hidden over your entire board, and there's a strategy about where you hide it and how you hide it.
Oh, I just realized, look at this. On the back, there's a reference card that gives me all of my
Different abilities.
keywords.
different
Yeah.
abilities, and you can see what your loot value is behind the guy.
Yep, handy dandy little cheat sheet that's on the back of all of these are the lanyards that we sell for $5.
Oh, and these
in
are
our booth.
double-sided too?
Yep. So the cards actually can be rotated, and they rotate the other direction if you'd like them to. So it's the same on either side.
okay.
Also, that same cheat sheet is on the back of the rule book that's inside any of our
Awesome,
starters
awesome.
as well. So
That's awesome.
Well, you guys saw it here. I demolished Joe. The white flag guy is Farty Stink Bottom.
My hubris got the best of me. What can I say?
Well, Mike, we really appreciate you coming out and showing all this with us. Like Joe said, Gen Con is next week, so after Gen Con, we will definitely have some of this product in store for you guys to come and check out. You've already heard the MSRPs. That's where it's going to be at.
2020, you said like 11 or 12.
Amazing value for this stuff. Once we get it going in the shop, Saturdays, if me and Joe are around and we're wearing these, come and fight us.
Yep. And look forward to seeing anyone if you happen to be at Gen Con. Come say hello to us.
Yeah, not in real life.
But
Don't fight us in real life. Like I was going to do to your raid boss.
tackle the raid boss. I want to see it. I'm on board.
No, but check out their booth. There with which company again?
So Unfazed Games is who we're sharing
Unfazed
with.
Game.
Yep.
Okay. And they're near the back in that 2300 aisle.
I know we're in the 2300 aisle. Yes, and we're
There
on
we
the
go.
corner.
And the lanyards are 5.
Yep.
And do you have different ones? This one's purple. I see
There's
these
purple
ones
and green are 2 colors.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. I think I'm pretty sold.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good. So, yeah, thank you so much for spending your time with us. Yeah, if there's any words of wisdom, anything that you want to say to the world at large, any concession you want to give me, even though I lost that match, maybe I won on a technicality or something.
The one thing I will say is everyone. I've learned a lot from working with a game company now, and I make games. Like, that's the thing I want to tell people is follow your passion. Like, that's the coolest part about all this is seeing it live. That is so fun. Like going out and
And
seeing
it's so
people in
funny
the
it
world.
came from somebody spinning a business card around on a pin.
That's the minorest inspiration sometimes is all it
Yeah.
takes.
And that's pretty awesome. I mean, just the to pick that up and run with it like that. That's pretty cool. But thank you again. We really appreciate it. Look for Worn Wonders at Gen Con next week, and then also at White Flag Games very, very soon.
Thanks.
Party stink bottom.